1,000 subscribers special video today. Now, I did ask you guys what you wanted me to do, and most people said to eat 40 chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. So here they are. There's 40 here. I've also got dips. There's sweet and sour, sweet and sweet curry here. Oh yeah, so we're going to be having them. And I've also got ketchup, tomato ketchup, and barbecue sauce. I'm trying to give you as many special things as I possibly can today. Right, here's the barbecue sauce. I'm going to put that one there. And the ketchup. He's going to go there. And the sweet and sour. He's going to go there. I don't know if that is sweet and sour or sweet curry. That says sweet and sour. That's barbecue. Oh, here's the curry. Okay. And that can go there. I mean, I'm not going to know what they are now, apart from the other one. Oh, to drink. Oh, we've got to have a celebratory, whatever. ZX Cola. Do you want me to get you a cola? There you go. And as always, skeleton. Oh, I got the fizz on that. This is going to be a good fizz, guys. Get ready for this one. The eyebrow. And the paw. Cheers, guys. Here's to 40,000 subs. Oh, you know what? Can I tell you the truth? Come here. I love that. I don't just say it for the sake of saying it. And I don't get paid to say it either. You know, I've got no deal with anyone. But that is so blooming nice. Right, what I wanted to talk about is the one that sort of I got the most interest from, and that was someone said, can you whisper about conspiracy theories? So that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't know what this is. I'll know by taste. I think this was the barbecue. Yeah, barbecue. Now this one is the. Let me taste it. That's the sweet curry. Ooh, sweet curry. Someone wanted me to talk about conspiracy theories. And I was thinking, the problem is these days is there's so many people that think pretty much everything is a conspiracy theory. But one in particular which kind of see, I think what does it is the power of the internet and social media, because back in my day we used to call them the Uncle Terrys, where they'd say, it's just be the odd person. Say, oh, this didn't happen and that didn't happen, and this is what really happened, and everyone would laugh at them and carry on. Now it's easier for them all to communicate. So did I just have this one? So now this one Uncle Terry can go on and say, oh, this didn't happen, this is what really happened, and then he can now get in touch with other Uncle Terrys. And then they go, yeah, that's what I was thinking, and then other people that are not Uncle Terrys yet, but then sit and listen to him and believe him, over people that, literally know what they're talking about. Anyway, there's lots of conspiracies, and one of that I do want to talk about, which I only recently found out, and I thought was a little bit disrespectful. That is, in 1986, they a shuttle called Challenger took off, and they did it and was meant to be doing. It was sort of like it was going to be a first teacher in space, because the woman was a teacher that was on it. But everyone says now, all these conspiracy theorists say that they actually wasn't on board and they're still alive, which respectful because there's people that literally did die, and I know that because I'm a music fan. One of my favourite musical artists is Jean-Michel Jarre, the French synthesizer keyboard player. You must know him. And what he had done at the time, he was recording an album called Rendezvous. Now I'm bored. Bought the Challenger. He was one of the actual, astronauts. I think it was the project or mission, mission engineer or something he was, and his name was Ron McNair. And this is what was meant to have happened, is Ron could play the saxophone. He was like a jazz musician. He could play. And the plan was, once he got up into space, he took his saxophone with him on board. And what was meant to have happened was Ron was meant to have played this saxophone solo in space, and it'd be recorded, and it was going to be the first, or at least one of the first. I don't know if they'd already done it, but as far as I remember, it said it's going to be the first piece of music to actually be recorded in space, and then this solo was going to go on Jean-Michel's final track. I think it was originally called Fifth Rendezvous. I think that's what it was going to be called on the album now. I think it's Last Rendezvous. And Ron was meant to play the saxophone on it, recorded in space. But unfortunately, the Challenger exploded, and everyone on board were, nobody survived. But it's kind of like, people think literally that didn't happen, that they weren't on there. Which they clearly were, So that's one thing. Another one, which is probably the most, I have actually spoken about this before. Which is, people think now that the Earth is flat. I remember this all becoming what it is, because there was I can't remember what they were called. They were called 4chan or something. And they, I think, they said as a joke, the world is flat. That's all a big conspiracy. And so all these, Uncle Terry's went, what? Yeah, you're right, of course it is, And again, thanks to just have some guy on there. I mean, because I didn't go to school much, as you know, but I did learn some things when I was there. And sometimes it's like a sort of total lack of logic, and they go, it's always some guy, he'll be sitting there, and he'll go like, you expect us to believe we're turning at all the, thousands of miles an hour, yes, we are. Well, how come we don't see it? Because Earth is very, very big, so it goes incredibly slow. It's like driving in a car. I could be doing if I had a car capable of 250 miles an hour, if you look at the ground, then obviously it's going like the clappers. But if you look into the distance out your window, everything else is still going pretty slow. The goes are very far away, so it's like, it's not going to be sitting there going like this, it's not, because it's too big, it's very, very, very big, so it goes at a very slow pace, even though it is doing that amount of miles per hour. But, I mean, they don't accept it. If you're in space, they say, where are the stars? Which is a very easy thing to explain, but people do explain and then they don't care. I don't care that you've answered the question. Well, what about this then? And someone who's an absolute expert and knows all physics and everything else. But they don't believe him. They believe some bloke who's got no knowledge whatsoever of it, just says what he thinks. So, I mean, I think it's like, say you was in hospital and you needed an operation, and a doctor come in and said, I'm a doctor, I'm gonna operate on you today, and I have all these qualifications as a surgeon, and then someone else walks in, with a baseball cap on and a beard and dungarees, and goes, well, actually, I don't know nothing about surgery, but I think I know everything, so I'm gonna be operating on you today. Are you gonna go, oh, well, I'll take the man in the dungarees and the beard, because he seems to know everything, No, you wouldn't. But that's kind of what they do. They just sit there. And the problem is, guys, I mean, if you believe the Earth is flat, like I said, it makes no difference. If it is, I don't care. I don't give a frog's left leg, whether it's flat or whether it's round. Doesn't matter to me at all. It makes no difference if all of a sudden now, after all these years, we thought it was round and it's flat. does it matter? You know, it's just that, to me, based on everything I've learned from people that know, you know, it's a ball, well, a globe, like all the other planets. There's loads and loads of planets, and they're all globes. Eclipses, because it's a globe. The postman putting my letters through the door, they all fall down because of gravity. They don't even believe in that anymore. So it's a very sad state. Yeah, so you know, you sort of look at things and think, you know, what a sad state our world is in now. They don't believe we went to the moon. Well, I can prove that. I go there every weekend. Here I am on the moon. See, you know, it's easy. I go to the moon all the time. Oh, guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to eat any more of them. You know, another conspiracy is the World Trade Center. People think that was all set up by the government, you know, and it's interesting that, I mean, the sort of main thing, because they think it was like a demolition, you know, when you blow up buildings and you have all the explosions, and then the building just goes down in one sort of straight fall, just collapses into a pile of rubble or whatever. And they say about how the towers come down that way, but I've never really seen anything that can show like any explosions or anything going off in it. You'd think if that was the case, it would be a big explosion at the bottom, but I mean, it did fall flat. And you know, a lot of people reckon that was all set up. I think the biggest thing that scares me most is having no trust in anything, and I think that's the problem. You know, I mean, even if you listen to the lyrics of Mother by Pink Floyd, you know, one of the lines is, "Mother, should I trust the government?" And that was back in 1979. And you know, if you listen to him sing it live in 1979, there's a small reaction when he sings it. Now, when Roger Waters sings it, "Should I trust the government?" no matter where they are, or he is, the crowd go absolutely crazy over it, shouting no. So looks a bit round, McDonald's. Wouldn't it be funny if McDonald's just bought their McNuggets from Aldi or somewhere? Another conspiracy, there you go. Did you know that McDonald's... Oh, I'm not going to say it, I might get in trouble. But yeah. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. And I'll get back to you. I can't eat no more of these, guys. I'm so sorry. And it's not only that, I'm getting a bit stressed out because I've been recording for over half an hour as well. So I think this is long enough. I don't want it too long. Cheers. I'll eat these later tonight. Oh well, that's my supper fixed. Right, I will be back, guys. Thank you so much again for 40,000 subscribers. That's all I really wanted. I sort of, that was my achievement. My goal was to get 40,000. You know, that was it. That's all I wanted. You know, I was a bit like Quentin Tarantino with his 10 movies, you know. Make 10 and then that's it. But, I mean, if I can get 40,000, which I have, you know, it'd be interesting to see how many I can get now in the next, say, rest of the year. See what happens up to Christmas. Okay. They were lovely. How many did I eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I must have had about 23 then. So that's not bad. I'm not a big eater. I'm not a massive eater. Funnily enough. I don't know why. I'm still fat. But, you know, I am losing it slowly. I weighed myself the other day and I've lost, I think it was 6 pounds. Because I've been eating a lot less of the fatty foods. This is probably the only time I eat them now is on camera. And maybe at the weekend as a treat. But, yeah. Oh, it's not a lovely day actually. Weather-wise, it's actually a bit of a dull, dark day. But it's such a nice, peaceful day. The wind's coming up a little. People, stay tuned because I have got more creepy stories coming, which I wanted to talk to you about as well. But see, the problem is you're probably not watching now. You're either asleep or switched it off. But to people that are still watching, what I was gonna do, I can show you actually. Can I show you? I don't know if you would like a creepy stories like this with the campfire and some crickets. You can hear it, right? If that's what you would like, guys, please let me know. But if you'd like to still have the rain instead of the campfire, then please let me know which you would prefer. I mean, what I was thinking of doing is doing alternating. So doing a creepy stories with thunder and rain, and then creepy stories with the campfire and the crickets in the distance while I tell a really creepy story. But let me know, guys, in the comments. Please comment about everything I've spoken about. That would be brilliant. I have to go now, but I will be back very soon.